IVM.
Hello one, hello all. Welcome to the Diary of the Traveling Professor. And I'm Siddharth Deshmukh, your friendly neighborhood traveling professor himself. What do I have in store for you this week then? This wonderful Tuesday. Well, Teachers' Day just passed by and I got such wonderful wishes from a lot of my students. And it was just so heartening to get these testimonials. I mean, on LinkedIn, you have these testimonials that kind of seem fake if they're written fake. But for a teacher, to get those kind of testimonials completely out of love and completely out of, support is some of the best feedback that you can ever get. And I got so many of those right on Instagram and WhatsApp, and so many of wonderful messages just encouraging me to go for it. And that just feels so nice because it just gives you that kind of encouragement. So is today's podcast about encouragement? Not really, but it is kind of related to encouragement. It is related to Teachers' Day as well. And it is what I call a teachable moment. So here's the interesting thing, right? All of us are kind of stubborn and stuck to our own theories, to our own neural networks, if you may, most of the time. And hardly ever do we get a moment wherein we are open enough to learn something new. And if we can recognize that in ourselves, that we are basically repeating the same thought patterns over and over again, till they kind of even become boring for us to listen to, we don't realize that everyone else around us is quite the same, which means that teachable moments or learnable moments are very, very low. So as a teacher or as a mentor or as somebody who is just passing on information or as a boss, or as a coach, so many different types of words, but they all have moments wherein you're trying to teach, but is the other person trying to learn? Now, one of the core things that I learned in my class, and perhaps this is something that I can share with you, whether it's online or offline, is the more relaxed the atmosphere there is in class, the more learning that happens. Now, how does that work? It works because people are not on edge. When people are not on edge, then they just relax into a situation wherein they're genuinely curious about the subject at hand. First of all, most of us don't really understand, especially all the coaches, bosses, mentors, and teachers out there don't understand that a student is out there in order to achieve a certain outcome, right? Which is to pass a subject and get good grades in it so that he or she can pass that certification or that degree so that he or she can get a good job or get a good career or get that promotion and the rest of it. So that equation is there in the student's mind, but very few teachers actually recognize this and so therefore make the cardinal mistake of thinking that every student in her or his class is going to be as interested in the subject matter as he or she is. Now, forget the teacher for a while, but haven't you been on the receiving end of a boss droning on and on about his own pet theories when all you wanted to do was tell him to get on with it so that you can get on with your day? And you know that your boss is a good person. In fact, you like him and you admire him, but sometimes it does go on and on, doesn't he? Well, so do coaches. Coaches sometimes can grate on your nerves. So can mentors, repeating the same advice again and again and again till you get pretty bored with it. And then you're wondering. Some might even consider this psychiatrists or psychotherapists in the same boat, saying that, okay, I've had enough of this. This is just not working because there is no learning happening. And which is why I've come to realize that actually teachable moments are very few. And in fact, the way in which I typically design my class is to spend a lot of time in my class just making people relaxed and talking around the subject because the teachable moments are just 2 or 3 in an hour-long class. And those teachable moments, if done well, will bring a eureka to a student's mind and heart and allow someone to just explore that learning or that insight and take it with them to new heights. And you could, just be proud of how they use it for their career and for your company if you're a boss and the rest of it. Teachable moments are even rarer when you're a coach, because when you're a coach, it's primarily a one-on-one interaction, unlike a teacher. And so then there is even more resistance because you're meeting this person almost every day or every week and the rest of it. And, there's healthy egos on both sides. And very few times does a healthy ego lead to a teachable moment. For a mentor, it's even more difficult because the mentor has so much to give, but the mentor sometimes knows it. And so therefore, he believes that every time he or she opens a mouth, it is essentially worthy, to be considered as a teachable moment. But even a mentor should realize, and so should a coach, and so should a teacher, and so should a boss, that not every moment is a teachable moment. Teachable moments are very rare, and teachable moments need to be curated. You need to build up enough material and context and, substance towards the rest of your conversation. And sometimes you got to walk the talk, do a lot of things, especially if you are the boss. Maybe lesser so for a teacher, but certainly for a coach, certainly for a mentor. Yeah. So that a student opens up. And that is the biggest joy. The biggest joy is not in the teaching. The biggest joy is in the establishing of a relationship between a coach, a mentor, a teacher, a professor, a boss, a psychiatrist, the opening up of a relationship with the other person. Because when there is trust and when there is openness and when there is a relaxation, that is when a teachable moment happens. I've seen that happen so many times in class, and I've always marveled at that instance. It is just magical because there's an aha, and sometimes in a class, there is a cascade of that aha that kind of flows through the class because peer networking is a wonderful thing. So students learn from students, and so do employees. Employees learn from other employees. So what we have to do, I think, any person in a senior enough position, or even if you got just one person that is reporting to you, even one person, we got to figure out how it works. The whole idea should be to shut up most of the times, to curate content, to establish a relationship, to talk around the subject as if you're sharing something out of curiosity. And then when there is trust and when there is openness, perhaps share an insight which will be received with open heart and open arms and everything else. And then you get all those wonderful recommendations and wonderful thank you notes on Teachers' Day. Well, I hope you like this diary entry of mine. A little sentimental from the traveling professor, but what to do? Times like these do make you think like this. I hope that you're listening to other podcasts on ivmpodcast.com or just download the app. Want to listen to my funny side? Just go to, Instagram, where I'm the traveling professor. In fact, I've kind of had a wonderful, funny interaction with my elder daughter, who's an influencer. So you can take a look at that interaction. And on LinkedIn, I'm making some serious notes, maybe some teachable moments. Until next time then.
I hope you enjoyed that show. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Intel, for coming back to us. We love our sponsors. If you'd like to be one of them, do reach out. So really cool week on the network this week, right? Started off with a bang. Abhijit Ganguly was on Cyrus Says. Funny comedian. I think you guys will enjoy that. We had Dimant Parekh on Advertising is Dead. Dimant's the founder of Better India. Govindraj Athiraj is also on Uncle Please Sit this week. That's a really fascinating show which they talk about fake news. On The Habit Coach, there was a crossover event with Aditi Surana from Absolutely Right. I think you definitely enjoyed that. And last but not least, definitely a show I'd love you all to check out. We have a new show called This Round Is On Me. It's hosted by Gauri Devi Dayal. If you remember, Gauri and I worked on a show together called The Kolaba Cartel a while ago. Fun show. If you haven't checked that out, do check that out. But this is a show where she's talking to a lot of different people in the food space. Her first guest is Harsh Mariwala, legend in his own time. I think you'll really enjoy that show. But with that, we hope to see you again next week.
How many times have you motivated yourself to improve your sleep or lose weight or be more productive? How many times have you failed? Hi, my name is Ashton Doctor. Tune into my show, The Habit Coach Podcast, where we focus on creating small, tiny habits to improve your life instead of those big, impossible tasks. So make listening to me a habit every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on the IVM Podcast app or ivmpodcast.com or on your favorite podcasting app.